Hey, what's up folks, it's Mike here from Net or Gold, and I want to take a second to talk to you about hair porosity and how I take care of my mixed porosity hair. So if that interests you, please do me a solid favor, watch this video, and we'll make it happen together, alright? So, intro time. Okay, so as I stated before, I have mixed porosity hair. So essentially, I did the tests, right? And you take your hair out, or you spritz it with water, and you leave it in some water, whatever it may be. I kind of already knew this well before I took this test, but I felt as though it was important to do the test just to make sure I had exactly what I need to say for this video. So I have mixed porosity hair. Some parts of my hair and even my beard floats, which means I have low porosity. Some parts sink to the bottom, which means it's high porosity. And some kind of just hang out in the middle, which means it's medium porosity. So what does that actually mean for my hair and for your hair? Let's talk about it. So if you have low porosity hair, essentially what it means is that your hair strands are just locked in tight. They're just locked down, right? Not allowing for any moisture to really get in there. So the only way to get moisture in there is to really lock it in with moisture. So what I like to do personally is I like to hop in the shower, use some hot water, some heat from the shower to really open that hair up. Then I throw in some butter, some oil, and lock it in on top. Then there's medium porosity. Now, medium porosity means that some are open and some are closed when it comes to hair. So it can take in some and let some out. I guess that's the good. I'm not really sure. It's good, you know. It's not bad. It's not good. It's kind of in between. So that means you can do a lot of things with your hair. Actually, that's, from what I was told, really good for hair dyes. Like if you are really big into dyeing your hair, you'll have a really easy time with that kind of hair porosity. Now, if you have low porosity, like I do as well, then you'll have a very difficult time because the ink and the dye just doesn't set into your hair very well. Then the last one is high porosity. High porosity essentially means that your hair strands are just open, right? So moisture goes in super easy, but it also goes out super easy. So the best way to describe this would be if you have low porosity, when you spray water into your hair or you get into the shower, the water gets on and just falls off, right? If you go out in the rain or something like that, the water's just sitting on top of your head. And if you shake your hair, it just goes everywhere. And it really went nowhere. It just glistens your hair real nicely. But if you have high porosity, as soon as it hits, sucks it all in. Your hair just sucks all that moisture in, and then it's gone, and your hair is dry again. So what do you do in these situations? Well, I'm gonna show you a video in a second of me in the shower working for my mixed porosity hair. But as I stated before, I have all three, right? High, middle, and low. So it's difficult for me to make sure I'm taking care of my hair properly. So my method has been to do this one thing and do it very well. Take a shower, add a lot of moisture, right? Because if I add a lot of moisture, so if I'm in the shower and I use hot water and it opens up the hair, well, the high porosity doesn't care because it's already open. The medium, it's like, whatever. But the low is like, hey, what's up? We're here. Opens up, right? Now we're getting somewhere. So then I add some moisture on top, a little bit of shower water, you know, maybe some yum yum water. I like using that. Now, they do say for low porosity hair, you shouldn't use too much protein, which rice water is protein. So I don't use a lot of it. Just do a little spritz here and there every couple of days. Nothing crazy. Just a little bit. A little bit goes a very long way. So don't overdo it. I spritz it in. I use a butter and then the oil on top. Or I use an oil and a butter on top. But it doesn't really matter which combination you decide to use it in as long as you do it that way. Because that moisture from the shower water, then the yum yum water, it's going to do an amazing job being locked in by the oil and butter. So when those 3 or 4 things lock in, it really absorbs that moisture into your hair. So let me cut over to the shower scene so you all can watch that real quick. And I do a step-by-step of what I'm actually doing there. So let's do that. Okay, so this is how I deep condition my hair. I have low porosity hair, which means that it doesn't absorb water very well. As you can see, the water just sits on top. So what I do is I use a lot of hot water, warm water from the shower, and I just let it open up the follicles and the strands of hair. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the yum yum water, yum yum water black here. It's a light spritz, nothing too crazy. I don't wanna overdo it with the rice water. I do wanna lock it in there so my hair grows nice. And the same for my beard as well. My beard is the same type of porosity. and nothing crazy. Boom, just like that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the AABE, take some of this butter, thick 24 karat gold butter. I'm gonna use that. Big clump. Get it all nice and greasy. And just lay on the top first. Real light and gentle, just to make sure I get everywhere first. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. All right, get that. Boom, got that there. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the Twilight Turtle. I'm gonna use just some of this as well, the oil. As extra lock. Because what I wanna do is I wanna make sure all this oil and this butter really locks in. Yeah, like when it comes down to it, you know, my hair's a bit different. It is what it is, but I do my best. So I'm just taking this quick break right here to ask you to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like this video, leave a comment, because honestly it does help pay the bills. Well, at least it will. My monetization it's getting approved in the moment, so we'll see if they like the stuff. But do me that solid favor, please. Like the comment. Shit, no, crap, I just cursed. I'm getting demonetized. Locks in that moisture to keep my hair nice and moist. So I'm gonna get all the way down to the roots. Get up in there. Take my wooden comb, my wide tooth detangling comb, and just use it to make sure it's getting throughout. I'm not trying to detangle. Just making sure that the oils are making its way where my fingers are not. Okay, my hands a little oily. I did too much. Ooh, I think I hit myself in the eye too. Damn. But yeah, so just move this around. Back. See that? Work the fingers through again. So relaxing. And then for the beard, I want the exact same thing. So butter, a little bit of oil, mix them up together. And then all I do next is use Durag or Bonnet on the hair to keep the moisture locked in, or a satin pillowcase, whatever you got. But if you don't have a satin pillowcase or Durag or a Bonnet, we do sell those, so check those out. And then I grab my beard guard, put it on as well to keep the moisture in. If you don't have a beard guard, get one of those. And yeah, that's how I deep condition my hair. And I do this about every night or so, just to make sure there's always moisture going in. Because like I said, I love when I'm walking out in the rain or something, but the water just falls off my hair. So I need to make sure that I'm really locking this stuff in. As you can see here, there's not much water just hanging out on top because the oil has really sunk it in there. Essentially, that's it. That's how I do this. This is my whole process, and I do this, I guess it's my deep conditioning process. So that is my deep conditioning process for low, medium, and high porosity hair. That is my process, because even my beard is the same. It's some parts very curly and it just floats, and then some parts are very thin, it just sinks to the bottom. And I don't know, it just is what it is. Maybe it's the mixed blood in me, I don't know. I can't figure it out, but I'm gonna do my best to make sure that everything's taken care of perfectly. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this video, and we'll just make it happen, because I honestly believe that I can't be the only one. Like, I cannot be the only one with mixed porosity hair. You know, some of my hair is curly, some of it's straight, some of it's kind of in between, same thing. So I can't be the only one. So let me know in the comments below if you have mixed porosity hair. And if you haven't done the test, essentially, take a strand of hair, drop it in some water. If it floats, low porosity. Hangs out in the middle, middle porosity. Sinks to the bottom, high porosity. And that'll let you know how your hair takes in water. All right? Yeah, any questions, comments, or concerns, comments below again. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And hopefully this was useful to you. This thing's focus sucks.